FM 94.0. I'm your host Nawaz Raja Pakistani with your weekly program Signature Talk. And today we have two distinguished guests with me, and the reason for calling them here because one of the guests is very young, and she has written a book. Once we met each other, so I thought, why should not I call him in the studio and ask him what things have motivated her to write down a book. And I asked his father as well to join me in the program as well, because my main, the motto was to ask him how he trained her daughter, so that the other parents like me and the other parents can they follow those guidelines, so that we can help our children to grow in this society, which is quite multicultural society, and we have quite a lot of challenges because of our religion and other things as well. So welcome to the program. First of all, assalamu alaikum. This program will be multilingual, English and Urdu, so you can speak both languages. You don't have any issue with it. For my listeners, if they want to call us in the program and I want to ask the question, they can call us on 0333 0940, and they can also send us a text message on 0333 and if they want to listen to us they can type www.revivefm.co.uk, and they can listen to this program live anywhere in the world as well. Once again, welcome to the program. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, Zakhan?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah. Again, assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the program.
Walaikum salam.
How are you, Zakhan?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah. First of all, thank you. You took the time out and come into my program. And also, your father, Mr. Tahir Khan Sahab, assalamu alaikum. So welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you.
Once I saw your little interview with some, the TV channel, and at that day I decided that I will call you in my program. The reason, again, as I explained earlier, that I want the other children to listen to you and want to follow that how you should achieve your objectives. And first of all, tell me, how did this idea come up in your mind to write a book?
It wasn't really my idea.
Yeah.
My mom, she um, told me that I should start writing because she thought that I was really good at writing, but I never really imagined or thought about writing a book. So after her request, I started to think about topics that I was interested in, and and the topic that I'm most interested in is psychology. So based on that, I thought that I would write something that these days teenagers face. So after this book, I've also decided that any book that I would write would be psychological based.
Okay. So basically, you are trying to focus on the teenager issues.
Yes, because in UK there's a lot of teenagers that face a lot of daily issues that are not really focused on, and that I
Okay.
want to focus on them. And through my writing, through my fictional writing, I want to show teenagers that there are other people except for them that go through similar problems.
Okay. So your book is this once we met each other.
Yes.
This is the book, I think they can say.
Yes.
Once we met each other. So I was looking into this book, and at the start of the book is written, and never give up. This is my life motto. How did you got this? Never give up.
I really enjoy quotes,
Mhm.
and one of my favorite quotes is "Never give up." And
That's a
through
very good
that,
quote. Yeah.
through that, I thought that I would start my book with that quote and show that there is nothing to give up on, and that we should try hard as much as we can until we can achieve our goals and our whatever we want in our
Whatever.
life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, as you mentioned that you are trying to focus on the teenagers' issues.
Yes.
So, what are the issues you have tried to mention in this book?
In this book, I focused on friendship with bullying and betrayal. These are like the main themes of this book, as well as loneliness. these days children and teenagers face bullying throughout their lives, um, but they also face loneliness, and it's really hard to find good friends that stick with them throughout. So, based on that, I wrote this book, and I saw in my school a lot that there was many students who got bullied, and the teachers really didn't care that much about them. And even if it was a serious matter, it would not be taken seriously.
Mashallah, you have a very deep thinking. So first of all, I will ask the question loneliness. How it comes up in your mind that the teenagers of like your age, how come they are lonely, feel loneliness? Because they have a lot of friends.
Even if it doesn't really matter about if you have friends or not. Sometimes people don't have friends, and even if there's many most teenagers they do have friends around them, but they're not genuine friends. So they just it's like they just spend time with them and just go through their day, but they they can't share their feelings with them, and then at home they can't share their feelings as well. So, but it depends. Some teenagers do have people around them who they can share what they feel, but others they don't. So then inside they feel lonely.
From inside, they feel lonely. Like
Yes,
the what do you think? I have seen, like I have nephews and the siblings as well. They keep on playing on games nowadays.
yes,
So
games are really a
do
trend.
you think that this is the the type of a loneliness as well, because you just
It
keep on
is.
touching on the computers, nothing else, they don't have
It
any
is.
friends.
These days, there's so much spread. There's a lot of social media that's spread out, and there's a lot of game platforms that are spread out. People go on gaming platforms and try to find friends through that or through social media, and because of that, in uh, in the outside world they can't adjust or accept others that much because they're not used to talking to people face to face. They can talk through texting them or calling them or playing games with them, but they can't face people in real life.
That's a very good thing. Like they have a confidence to the interact with the people, but
Yes.
through some medium. But
Yes.
they are not as confident as like the you are talking to me now. So you are mashallah confident. You are very clear in your thoughts that the so. How can we? Okay, you have pointed out that this loneliness is an issue,
It is.
but the how can we sort out this issue? Do you have any idea what could be done by the parents, or the person who is feeling loneliness himself? How can he can sort out this issue?
With the parents, they should be friendly with their children instead of scolding them or being angry at them, because most of the time what parents do is if you do something wrong, then you're a bad person, you have to get scolded, they're going to be angry at you, you're going to get punished, but then there's nothing else done. But instead, what should be done is they should sit with them, talk to them, have a friendly environment, and tell them and ask them what they're feeling. And instead of getting angry at them, understand them.
So it's a personal question. Your father is a Khan, is a Pathan. Are you Pathan as well, sir?
Yes.
So I will ask you how do you find your father? He is a strict man. He like scold you like, oh, why you doing this thing?
No,
Because
he's actually
the
never
normally
scolded
in
me.
Pakistan, we think that Pathan is very the strict person.
Yeah, no, he's never scolded me.
He's never scolded.
No.
Mashallah, mashallah. So what are the things like okay, you have told about your mother that your mother motivated you,
Yes, she did.
and lot. What about your father?
He did as well, but most of the time, my mom really motivated me more.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I will come back to you again on this book, because I will start reading and slowly will ask the question from you. So
Okay.
Tahir Khan sir, mashallah, I'm very happy with your
Thank
daughter.
you.
See, mashallah, she has a deep thinking. Like she has taken on the points like friendship. I will ask her about the friendship. How can we manage these friendships and this bulliness in the system? Because we have the bully. This is an issue with our children because they face in the school these bully things. And how did you the trained, I will say, how did you the interact with your this child that mashallah she is thinking that deep? It's a quite deep thinking. It's not a child thinking, I will say. This is quite deep thinking she has. So how did you started with her?
Basically, since childhood, obviously, we have found her to be quite mature.
Mashallah.
Obviously, from the age of 4, we found her to be mature when she used to interact with elders as well. The way she's interacting now, we have found her the same way. And insofar, obviously, I work as a solicitor, so I had a very quite busy schedule as well. Nonetheless, we have a very friendly environment at home. And obviously, my wife, she's a lawyer as well. She's done law from Pakistan. And
She is practicing here as well.
she's not practicing. She's obviously focusing on them because that's what we have decided at this stage because the children are young. And at all times, whenever they have faced any issue, what we have, obviously, this is a quite remarkable achievement by Isa by expressing what is the pressing issue in today's
These are the
day-to-day
hot
school
issues, frankly. These are the hot
hard
issues.
issues in
Yeah.
schools as well.
Yeah.
So obviously, when she started to look at it in 2013, obviously we have always encouraged our children that because in this society, it's a multifarious society, you will might get frustrated with the things you might see. So the issue is not to just confront them personally. It's better to express them so that you can help the society overall by bringing it on the table. And the best way, the weapon, obviously, as a solicitor, I believe, obviously, as you have mentioned, I'm Khan.
Yeah.
In this country, the weapon is your pen, not the gun or any other frustration. So obviously, we
I would say in every other country, this is the right solution rather than using the gun.
Yes.
That's not solution.
There's no violence or other things. We have
Yeah.
peacefully, everything can be achieved. Like in this case, Isa has rightly mentioned the hot issue, which is the hot topic for teenager. And I think as a teenager, 15 years old, if she is bringing and expressing something, also in this book as well, if she's has expressed, someone will read this book. Obviously, they will understand how to go about day-to-day life. So that is something I think throughout our training to my other children as well. One of my other daughter, obviously, she has recently written about COVID, how to overcome and strengthen our depression through work against COVID. And she has obviously recited, obviously, Quran, being Muslim. So she has recited the verses from there. How to, through your religious beliefs, you can overcome COVID, the depression you go through, the loneliness you go through. So she has done the same. So that is what we educate them, and that's what we have been educating them.
So, mashallah, you have a very good environment at your home. Like you don't have a stick in your hand and keep on the pushing the children. No. So it look like you have a friendly environment. If you don't mind, how many children do you have?
I have 4 children, 2 daughters and 2 sons.
2 sons, and on which number is this one?
This is the eldest one.
This is the eldest one. So, mashallah, she is a role model now for every. In our society, we say if the eldest one is the best one, then you will see the other youngest will go follow as well. So, inshallah, we have to go on to the break in 5-10 seconds, and after that we will come back to this topic again. And I want to ask you more about your book. How many things, how many chapters, and how did you find the publishers and did these things, because these are quite the hard things to find it, and they ask the publisher to sign and they print these books. So till then, for my listeners, if they want to ask a question, Izzah Khan is with me today, and she is telling us about her book Once We Met Each Other. If you want to ask a question, you can call us on 0333 444 0940. And you can also send us a text message on 0333 444 0940. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Nitro Treats, the dessert lab where your treats are formulated before your very eyes. Keep cool with our flavored shaved ice, or chill out with our exclusive Dragon Breath Nitro ice creams. Experiment with our selection of mojitos, or indulge in our traditional faludas or lassies. Visit Nitro Treats at 210 Ilford Lane, where our nitrologists remain ready to serve. Nitro Treats. It's nitrolicious.
This is Aisha. Her father died in an accident at a very young age. She lives with her mother and siblings. There are millions like Aisha who do not have access to the very basics of life, resulting in her and many others not being able to attend school. Through Minhaj Welfare Foundation, your charity is dedicated towards supporting the full needs of orphans and needy children around the world. Donate today. Call us now, 0300 30 30 777, or visit us on minhajwelfare.org.
Here at Duncan Lewis Solicitors, we specialize in immigration and family law. We have a proven track record of successful applicants who we've helped secure permanent residency for. From spouse visas to seeking asylum, our expert advisors will assist you throughout the whole application process. We offer a free no obligation consultation, so call us now on 0208 432 3350. That's 0208 432 3350, or visit us at 298 Romford Road, London, E79HD.
Kebabish Original, one of the biggest names in the restaurant trade. Visit your local KO to experience the thrill of the grill and the most authentic Pakistani cuisine. From our kebabs to our curries, and from our mixed platters to our peri-peri, our chefs prepare your food in front of you while you wait. KO is now offering franchise opportunities. To take advantage of our proven and successful business model, contact us on 0208 446 7779 or visit kebabishoriginal.co.uk.
Turkish Kitchen, the best Turkish food you'll ever taste. We only use the highest quality meat. Along with our mixed grill platters, we serve cold mezes, hot mezes, lahmacun, and a wide selection of fish options. To order for delivery or collection, call us now on 0208 507 8822. That's 0208 507 8822. Or visit us at 41 Ripple Road, Barking, IG11 7NT. We can also take group bookings and take care of all your party needs. The Turkish Kitchen, Barking.
Looking to get your finances in order? MR Accountants has you covered. We provide a full range of accountancy and taxation services, including annual and management accounts, self-assessment tax returns, VAT, bookkeeping, and payroll services. We ensure you're kept up to date with the latest legislation, and our client-focused approach helps us plan your business finances from savings to investments. We are MR Accountants. Visit our website at mraccountants.com or call us on 0203 432 9138.
If you want to advertise your business on Revive FM, then visit www.revivefm.co.uk. Alternatively, contact our sales team now on 07944 56 5616. That's 07944 56 5616.
Revive FM
94.0. On the radio,
on your mobile,
and online.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Revive FM 94.0. I'm your host Nawaz Raja Pakistani with your weekly program Signature Talk. And today we have a very young guest, Iza Khan. Mashallah, she has written a book. Once we met each other, and his father is joining us in the studio as well. And we are discussing how did she started this thing. And in the break, we were discussing that you started this thing at the age of 13 years of age, yeah.
Yep.
And then you published this book at the age of 15 years. So it's almost 1.5 year, you can say, is published.
I actually saw things in my school related to the book when I was 13, 14.
Mm-hmm.
But then the idea and everything came when I was 15. Just a few months before I published the book, my mom gave me the motivation to write. And after that, I researched and thought about it. And then I started to write the book when I was 15. So, and then I finished the book. It did not take that long, but it was quite challenging.
It's quite challenging.
Yes. It's not an easy task.
No, mashallah, as I mentioned earlier, these are the 3 hot topics, like in the friendship, loneliness, and bulliness. Before going to that question, how did you find a publisher? It's a quite a hard thing to find. And how you decided it, and did your father help it? How did you got in?
I actually did the research myself, and I found the publishers myself. I published the book all by myself, so everything I did it independently. Um, I just I just researched, and then I found these publishers who are based in the US, and I sent them a request and asked them if they could publish my book, and then they accepted it, and then within 2-3 weeks they published a book. So now it's available on Amazon worldwide.
Amazon worldwide. That's good. The concept I was discussing that the friendship issue especially in the teenage is the most challenging thing. As I will say openly that in Muslim point of view, we consider how we have to go through these friendship things. So, what do you think about this friendship? Like because at the same time, someone is feeling loneliness, and he or she is playing computer games all the time, stick to wall, and they keep on watching TV. But if we ask them leave and just go for the friendship, because that's more healthy thing. So how can we balance all these things? It's quite tricky. Even asking this question is quite tricky for me as well.
Basically, I would say that when you're raising your children, I think the parents needs to be their best friends of the children foremost, so that they turn to them for anything and everything. So that is very important part for the parents to play their part in today's world. It's quite challenging having the social media, which is just pressing one button and you are out there and you are vulnerable to that social media, I suggest. This is my opinion, and that's why if parents are not close to the children and if they can't find any good friends and the counseling is not available in school, I think the counseling is paramount insofar as to discuss loneliness, bulliness, friendship. That should be mandatory. But I think my opinion to the government would be that this should be made part of primary to secondary school as a mandatory subject, because that's important so that they understand what is good for them and what is bad for them. And insofar as the social media is concerned, that is a vulnerable stage. And people who feel bulliness and loneliness, they turn towards the gadgets and they feel they can find the solution there. And then we have seen and we have came across a lot of people have went through the hand of pedophilia and they get into wrong hands. So that is why I think the parents need, it's a train the trainers approach for the parents as well as for the children is needed. And that is what obviously our children, we propagating them as well through the youngsters, because elders can, if elders are speaking to youngsters, they might feel shy to explain their problems. That is why we have brought our daughter, who obviously picked up this issue and obviously transcribed it and scribed it on a paper, so that a lot of students can read these books and they can find the solution in themselves.
Frankly, one thing I was just thinking now that I did not born in UK. I born and raised in Pakistan. So I came here quite a long time. But as I did not attended these schools, so I don't know the issues these schools children are facing it, and these are the issues actually you have faced it, and you know how to do it. As I did not face it, so I don't know how to deal with my children's, because my children are facing these issues, because these bullying things and this loneliness. Frankly, in Pakistan, when we used to go to school, we don't have these issues at all. If someone is doing a bully, our teacher is enough for that bully to stop him. That why you are doing this thing, and then he will call the parents and they will sort out the issue. But here, these bulliness is a different issue. So I know it's very the hard to ask you a question that what is the solution for this loneliness, bulliness, and friendship. But still, what do you think? Like, especially the loneliness, the people who are just stick to these computers, what they can do? What do you think? Okay, your father has given and the one opinion. What's your opinion? Because you are the real teenager who knows, okay, that these are the things we want from our parents, rather than doing just giving us the computers.
To be honest, there is really no solution for loneliness or bullying. Well, there is solution for bullying, but for friendship issues and for loneliness, I don't think there is any solution yet. Because friends, you can't really force them to be your friends. You can't. It's not in your hands uh, s- to make friends who are genuine. It's just your luck and your fate. If you get good friend who's genuine, then you're lucky, and if you don't, then all too bad. But loneliness, I think it should be there should be friendship between the parents and the child, as well as the siblings as well, because I don't think there's anyone who can be more close to you than
Then
your
your
family.
family and siblings. Yeah.
Yes, and um, I don't think there's anything.
So who is
other
your best
issue.
friend in your home?
Um, I
It's
would
okay.
say my
It's okay.
sister.
Yeah.
I would say my sister and my mom.
Your mom.
Yes.
Your mom. Do you play games like the children normally play games on these? One of my nephew, he keep on playing the games. I know.
Not really. I'm not that fond of games. I play for just entertainment sometimes with my brothers. But other than that, I'm not really fond of games.
So your real hobby is nowadays to the write books or read books.
Yes.
So your real friends are these books.
Yes, books can be a really good friends. Like people nowadays, they have stopped reading. They don't read that much, which I don't think it's good, because reading can give you a lot of experience and so much more skills as well, and your whole personality can develop just through reading books. Like if you're living in UK and you read a book from an American author, you can understand what happens in the American society. Or if you're in America, you can read books from British authors that show what happens in UK, or from different countries, so you can understand what are the societies like around the world.
MashaAllah. And really, we have only three, or I will say 2 minutes left. So, what thing you will say, what is the favorite chapter in this book for you?
I don't really have a favorite chapter, because
This
obviously I wrote
whole book is favorite for you.
I wrote the book, so I don't think there's any favorite chapter. But
And
I
what do you
think my
think?
next book
Yeah,
is way better than this one.
Okay.
And it
What is
also,
have you decided the title for that book?
yeah, I've written a few chapters already.
What about the title?
The
You have
title
not
is
decided.
called What It Is to Be Silent.
Okay.
It's also a major issue that it happens in UK, but also around the world, which is domestic abuse, and how it's about a story about a teenager who sees domestic abuse, how she gets silent, and how it affects her life.
Live.
Yes.
Okay. MashaAllah, I'm really impressed from your daughter. She has a deep thinking, and inshallah, may Allah give her health and the progress and whatever the she wishes for. And what are your last words, sir?
I would say to the parents that be friendly with your children and give them the confidence and make them from this age that they become independent. As you have seen, Isa's position is as an example that she has even researched herself. We have given her that confidence. So I think the parents need to step into the shoes with children who came from abroad, as you said, rightly so, like all of us. And we need to understand the society much more. And actually, that is the meaning of living, integrating into the society, which obviously people are not understanding actual meaning.
Yeah.
And they are getting frustrated about it.
Once again, sir, Isabetta, thank you. And thank you, Tarkan Saab, for bringing your daughter into the program, and really impressed. I'm really very happy. Inshallah ta'ala, I hope you will take time out in the future as well and come for the more time so that we can discuss in detail. I'm really very happy.
Thank you.
It was a very productive talk today, and inshallah we will meet in future as well. Till next week, I will ask my listener to stay tuned, and you can listen to this program on the repeat telecast as well. Till next week, Assalamu alaikum.
Through Minhaj Welfare Foundation, your giving saves lives. Your support has provided more than